Following is a Buffalo City Life podcast. If you're interested in showcasing your podcast on our network, write to info@buffalocitylife.com. Please subscribe to us on iTunes and head over to buffalocitylife.com to check out other podcasts. Thank you for listening, and now on to the show.
All right, welcome back to another edition of the Second Review. I'm your host, Kaiba. Over in the back corner, we got Jay Zippo's back again.
With my pants on.
With his pants on. As always, our producer, Nick Silky Smooth.
Hi.
And for some odd reason, someone invited themselves to our show today.
You needed a wild card, and
I didn't need
now he's here. This is the main event.
The main event.
We picked out a name for him. It's Porsche.
The Porsche. Yes, this is Porsche.
Porsche.
No, Porsche.
Porsche Lynn.
Porsche.
She was kind of a hot porn star back in the 80s, just letting you know.
So, no, today we bring in Porsche here. Porsche is a man who decided to negotiate his way onto the show because he believed that he's the main event of everything.
And by negotiation, I mean, this is charity work, okay? Because we're on my dime, and I'm bringing, like, the hot fire. I'm talking about all the newest things and news and stuff that you need to know about.
Really?
Dime being the correct
monetization
monetization for this. We can give you a dime. Maybe even a quarter if you're good.
He's probably selling this on freaking iTunes and just banking all my money.
I'm here to spice it up a little bit, okay? You know, it's kind of spice up your podcast marriage.
And I'm glad the trivia's with her pants
today.
on. That's all I got to say.
You're the main event.
The big show.
The Porsche.
Is there a copyright on Big Show?
I feel like you can still use it.
I'm the whole effing show.
Okay.
I think there might be.
You don't have to say effing.
Well, it's part of the tagline.
Oh, okay.
It's for the kiddos.
It's for the children.
He's
The
doing
orphans.
it for the kids, guys.
The orphans.
I'm afraid he probably does a lot of things for the kids, but we won't go there. Okay, so
Anyways.
MC.
So yeah, today we're gonna be having some new trivia, and hopefully, for the love of God, man, give me something that I may actually know, not
Yes,
something that
you
existed
will
20
actually.
years ago.
Yes.
As always, Nick will be bringing us some news of the week.
It's true.
I will be bringing you a review on Rebel Galaxy, game I found near and dear to my heart, and I've already spent enough time playing this game. So.
Dun, 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 dun,
And I'll just be sprinkling in a little bit of that Chris Ferarri love sauce in between.
Wow.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
I'm just basically just
I'm
going to...
glad you're over there.
This
I'm
is
gonna
a
just-
video gaming podcast. This is not
Yeah, this isn't sexy
Butt
time.
Ranger
I'm the
podcast.
peanut gallery, and I will be interjecting, just little tidbits here and there just for that. All right, let's get this thing going.
Wow. No, you know what, Porsche? I want you to bring it in. I want you to tell me.
Porsche.
Bring it on. Let's see what you got.
I got interested in your podcast because I am just now newly getting back into the video gaming world.
And it's very important to tell everyone, what system did you buy?
Of course, I bought an Xbox One.
Thank you.
As a good God-fearing American, okay?
What?
And I don't, that's just
That's
what
true.
it is.
Microsoft is American, man.
Mr. Gates himself put his stamp of approval.
Mr. Gates had nothing to do with the Xbox.
Yeah,
Well,
you did.
it happened. And
Yes,
I'm
it
here.
was.
And that's what I
Yes,
got.
it is. The story behind it has to
I
look
know
it up.
it has something to do with him, but he has absolutely nothing to do with how Xbox runs.
So the reason
He just funded it.
I wanted to get in on this, we're talking,
Okay.
I wanted to bring forth the Chris Ferrari chronology, if you will, of how,
What?
the video gaming came to be. And, when I got the Xbox One, what I noticed in my absence since the 360 was that games have come, a long way in just a short amount of time as far as the way the cinematics are playing out, and all that business. And, the way the characters' faces look. And, there was just a lot of things that are different from when I was a youth.
A Ute?
And, essentially I was a little kid, and there's two pictures of me that stand out of me as a child. I must have been 1.5. And we had an Atari, and we also had the Intellivision.
Oh,
and
man.
I don't know, see if you guys call yourself gamers, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Because what's your name over there? Zippy?
Jay Zippo.
Jay Zippos.
But mind you, we did introductions like 5 minutes before the show even started, and he's already forgetting people's names on the show.
Yeah, well, it's...
ADHD, baby.
You just need to worry about me and what I'm saying, okay? That's what's going on. Anyway, so This guy, you know, he knows, he's been there. And in television, for all of you that
was
did
from
not
this
know,
weekend. I played Atari this weekend.
That's an actual Atari. That's a relic right there. That
it's
image.
a Bluetooth in there, and it plays Atari games.
Oh yeah, well that looks like the unofficial one.
Right.
That looks like the real deal.
But yeah, it did
There's
bring
no
me back to
wire
the day.
coming out of that. Okay. Well, anyway, so there's two pictures. One is of me crushing a Pabst Blue Ribbon tall boy, just
At
drinking-
1.5.
One and a
Nice.
half.
At 1.5, you're
killing
just
it.
crushing a beer.
And then the other one of the same era is me sitting down in front of some video games, just geeking out, playing some straight up in television. Okay, so I done
At one
been
and a
at
half.
it for a long time.
At
One and a
one-
half, man. I
At
was
1.5,
young.
you were sitting there coherently playing video games.
Yeah, and there's things that say, you know, that I've seen some articles and literature out there that supports the idea of, you know, video games helping children with, you know, eyesight development so that they can recognize shapes, colors, movement, and that can actually help strengthen the muscles of developing eyes to have that sort of, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? That, you know, stimulus there to kind of get the eyes moving like that. So yeah, back in the day, man, I was rocking out some serious video games, and then it turned into had a Commodore 64.
No, that was awesome.
You know what I mean? Started getting into that. Started playing those games that you read. Some crazy shit. There was no pictures. It was like you woke up in a cell and there's a dead whore next to you. What do? You know.
What
for-
game
you know,
was that?
I played one. It was called Cutthroats, if I recall correctly. And so for all you vintage gamers out there, there was a thing was called Cutthroat, and it was some kind of mystery situation. It might have involved a scuba diver or something like that. I'll bring it up on the Googles or whatever, you know, look it up. But anyway, so throughout, you know, I've always owned, you know, every system for the most part. But now, you know, I took a break and I'm back in the 360, man. I'm back in the zone.
The
No,
360.
it would be
huh?
the one.
I'm back in the zone. The one or the Xbox
Xbox
One.
One,
Yeah, right. So, yeah, man, it's just a lot of the things. It's all online now, you know, and that's the thing. So my buddy actually got rid of his console. My buddy Mark, he said he wasn't into it because you basically had to be online for every single aspect of the game. You
That's
know, you
absolutely
can't
right.
just like, you know, put in a cartridge, give it a little blow,
Yeah.
pop that bitch in. You know, sometimes you got to give it a magic flip. Everybody had their own little, you know, their own little sort of method of how do you get that game to go. So
The
I mean,
quick
that's
on and
also,
off.
you know, that's a good topic to maybe talk about. You can write that down. Like I said, I'm just giving you guys gold right here. I'm just, you know.
I don't know. This feels like I'm sitting in like a park bench and an old man just sat next to me and just started yammering
Yeah,
on for
yeah.
like 20 years.
Oh, you know, you
Uh-huh,
got to know your
uh-huh.
roots, man. That's, you know, all this shit comes up from somewhere. So you got to know your roots. You know, if you haven't played one of those games where you just read the shit, then you're not a gamer, in my opinion.
I used to create
Get
those
the
on the
step
Commodore
in.
64.
My
I
man
used to
was
code it.
writing his games.
Yeah, of course it was pornographic, but I used to write it.
All right, big man. So tell us a little bit more about your first experience coming into the new generation.
Back into the one, yeah. So
You know, like half the people don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm
when
gonna
it
tell
comes to
you.
Commodore 64.
Okay, well I'm gonna tell you right now how fucking aggravated I got. I unbox this thing, I plug it in, it's good to go. It literally took me 6 hours before I was actually in a game able to play it. I'm talking setup, downloads, installing the games to the hard drive. Why do you even got discs? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just ridiculous. So 6 hours of downloading and setup and all this, and I'm just like, I just want to play a goddamn game. Like, I'm sitting there, you know, I'm drunk already. It's noon. It's Christmas. You know what I mean? I'm trying to just like get my run and gun on. You know, just pwn some noobs. Do people still say that? Pwn and
Sure,
noobs. Yeah,
they
just
do.
pwning
They
noobs.
just did.
You know, teabagging fools on Christmas Day. You know, I want to like shoot up some like little 6-year-old kids that run around giving racial slurs to everybody on Xbox Live. Calling everybody. You know, I'm not going to say
Porsche,
every name in the book,
The
but
Crusader.
you know, so you know that was like going to be my day, and then next thing I know, it's like 6 o'clock. I'm passed out, and I like wake up, and I'm like, this shit still ain't done. I'm like pissed off right now. Ruined Christmas. My Xbox One, it really
So
did.
you're coming out here on the air and you're saying that Microsoft ruined your Christmas.
Yeah, but we got into it. You know what I mean? We got it back, and I got my old gamer tag back, and then I started trying to, you know, you try and find your old crew, but you know, some people moved on, some people didn't. You know, so I got I'm playing you know, Gears of War, and I'm playing Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
Duty.
And I'm just that's all I do, man. Like a lot of people got like a diverse portfolio of games they like to play, and they get all these achievements and shit like that. I don't even play the campaigns. I just want to like get on and like the social aspect. I want to like,
You just want to get shot up by little kids.
Yeah, that's it. That's my life.
Sweet.
But you know what? Like, it's either I'm watching TV or I'm sitting there and, now I have a new outlet for my, creative expression, or my downtime is just kind of getting in video games. But that's the thing. You can get out of control too quick. And I think some of you guys might have a problem with that, where you're playing too many games,
Not me,
too
but-
much.
Yeah, look at, why
I
you're
listened
looking
to last
straight at
one.
me.
You guys are fantasizing
This dude.
on your fap list of
That's me.
women.
You don't have to
in
throw
video
them
game
into that
women.
mix.
Yeah, strange. But anyways,
That's
that's
a
what I
cult
call
It's
you.
kind of weird, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, maybe a little weird. But that's it, man. That was my piece. That's what I came on to say, is that from where it was at to where it's at now, with even with the acting and shit, it's a lot better than even it was on the 360. I was impressed with some of the cuts. I'm playing that Assassin's Creed Unity, which everybody said was a terrible game, but I've never played an Assassin's Creed at all.
Oh,
So
okay.
to me, it's just like, I don't know what's good or bad. I just know that I'm kind of having fun with it and cutting people's throats, and it's like being all sneaky about it and shit. And it's working out for me. I'm into
I
it.
heard Unity was a pretty good game.
I'm into it. It's all right, man.
I mean, it had its frame rate issues, but
Yeah.
other than that.
No, I think it's cool.
No, it was definitely a nice departure because of the multiplayer. Getting up to 4 people co-op going in one time in that game. So, you're going to run into those kind of issues, though, with frame rates. But I think it was a very good game.
Not bad. I mean, yeah, I'm enjoying it. But like I said, the cinematics in between and all that, that's the games have come a long way. That's one thing. Why don't you nerds get talking about whatever bullshit you have on your roster?
Well,
so I can
I'm
just sit
gonna
here and
go to the
flame you
bathroom for a little bit, and I'm gonna take your bottle here because I'm looking at little TNA on the bottle. So
Whoa.
My e-cig juice. What is it? This podcast was brought to you by Penthouse Dream, made by Gallery Vaping Company.
was it taste like
TNA
fish?
on there. I don't know, man. They got all these.
I don't think
flavors.
I've ever been able to achieve getting sued for a non-profit item. So thank you for that. Thank you for. I'm sure I'm probably going to hear from these people probably like 20 years from now. Like, oh, you talked about our product without giving us any money for it.
Well, they, like I said, this is the big show here, so everything, it's on the house right now. So you're welcome for all the product you're going to sell because. of
All
my
right.
endorsement.
Thank you. All right, man. Give me some trivia.
Trilogy?
Give me some. I'm going stupid over here. Give me
Going?
some trivia. Yeah, I like to give myself some credit sometime in the week that I have intelligence. So, do your trivia.
Trivia.
Come on.
Well,
With pants
I
on.
was just trying to comprehend that statement you just said. But
I don't even know what I said.
all right, so I had a lot of ideas, but I just figured I'd just kind of. There's a couple ideas I had that it's just I could do it in any podcast. It's not really situated to a certain genre of game or anything. So we did the award show. We talked about the award shows for the gaming industry. This is from Metacritic, and I wanted to see how many games you guys could name the top 5 games that people who game,
People.
rather than these award show things, thought were the top games of 2015.
Okay.
All right, so on an overall scale, and that's including all of the consoles and PCs and everything, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are the top 6. And the reason they're only top 6 is because there's a couple that double up because one is on PS4, the other is on PC, whatever. So, top 6. What do we got?
Definitely Witcher
2015.
3's on there.
Yep, Witcher 3 is third, 94. Got a 94 out of 100.
It's true.
Thank you for that commentary. It's
You're welcome.
spot on
Let's
and
see here.
sage-like.
It is.
What about Fallout 4?
Nope.
Really?
Nope, not on it.
Too late in the game.
All right. Oh, really? Too late in the game. Come on, Porsche. What
It
do
is
you got?
on there, but it's not. It didn't get a very good rating. Believe it or not.
So this is the game that got higher than Witcher 3?
Well, we're looking for the top 6 that gamers actually voted on or rated, not just some person sitting in a stuffy office.
Okay. Batman?
No,
Oh,
Black Ops.
I actually scrolled down to see if it was like 22nd or 23rd or something
Okay.
like
So
that. Black Ops, no.
Really? Fans did not vote Black Ops.
Nope.
That's
Leisure
good.
Suit Larry.
No, but that was the new one. Was
They did make a new one.
yeah,
Oh,
it was really bad.
Yeah.
Like when you're talking to in Leisure, you're talking to a girl, and you have to do this little game, and you're a little sperm going around, and you got to avoid all these things. I mean, it's really a ridiculous concept. You got to play it, but it's a horrible game. Anyways, anything else? Anyone?
Star Wars, perhaps?
Nope.
What about Mario Maker?
Nope.
What?
Paper Mario?
Nope.
Zelda?
Nope.
How about just come on with it? I don't got all fucking day.
Wow.
Well, I try to give him a chance,
You did. We're
and then
stumped.
usually I start naming like, oh yeah, no.
We're stumped. Yeah. Well, jeez.
Metal Gear Solid 5. Anyone ever heard of that game?
Yeah, I heard. I didn't like
That's
it.
the one with the titties you like.
Yeah, that was the. Hey, how did you know that?
Because
That
I
was-
listen to your podcast
was
every
quiet.
day, and so should everybody else out there.
Every
And share it with your friends. And love this podcast. Like it, share it.
Every day.
I'm feeling
He's
the
earning
warmth,
his, he's
the
earning
vibe.
his cheddar today.
Checks in the mail, I guess.
Yeah.
I signed it. So, all right. Give
Bloodborne.
Me Bloodborne.
Really?
What?
92. Undertale.
The fuck is that?
That's that game. Was that a Wii U game?
Yeah. That is
I mean, does this include iPhone games?
No.
No, these are just consoles, not mobile.
Hmm.
Journey. Has anyone heard? I mean,
Yes.
besides the band.
Actually, yes. Journey. That is a very unusual video game. Basically, the whole game, all you're doing is you're traveling. There's no fighting. There's no nothing. You just travel with crazy, weird music that actually Porsche would like.
But so that, I guess that's why they named it Journey.
Yep.
I don't do that. I don't have
I
patience
just
for
don't want
shit
you to
like
stop
that.
believing.
Like those games, like you're like 900 hours into Fallout 4 or some shit like that.
Yeah, but
Like,
that's
I don't
really
have-
the only game I
I
play.
don't have the patience for that shit. Like
Yeah, you
for
do.
me, I just want to run around.
Yeah, but if
shoot
there's a
bunch
game
of
that you
shit.
enjoy, you can play it for a
No,
long
yeah,
period of
But
time.
I'm saying like the one you just recommended to me. I'm not into it.
I'm telling
It's
you, you watch a little gameplay
like
of
that.
it.
What
you
was
like.
that? What was that one? The Zelda, the Ocarina of Time or some shit where you had that horsey Epona. It just got on my nerves, man. You just had to go here and then go there and then the side quests. I'm
You
not-
just want to
not a-
kill things.
Yeah, man. I just want to kill shit.
They call it a FedEx game because all you do is like go somewhere and deliver something. It's like
Yeah.
Skyrim was kind of like that in many ways.
I'm a
so.
psychopath. Like I just want.
Then you would love
I just
Fallout.
want to kill
Yeah.
shit.
Fallout, you just
Fallout,
run around
you'd
and
be
kill
able to do
things.
that
Gotta be
stuff and
evil
just
and kill
destroy
things.
things. Yeah. The last one is
Damn it.
Shovel Knight. That game keeps popping up all over the place. I've seen it,
I've never played it.
and it's garbage. I don't know why people like it.
What is it
Well-
about Buffalo Winters? What is that?
No, you're a shovel. You're
You're a
a
shovel.
shovel.
Okay.
You're a knight with a shovel.
That's all you are. And you run around, you bash things.
Are you lying to me?
No, man, that's serious.
This is a game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Someone voted it as
and
a good game.
it's a 16-bit game. It's not even like a really good game. It's a side
It's
scroller.
like an indie game.
Yep. But it got enough.
Motherfucker, what is
It got
going
over.
on?
It got. These are
Well,
over
that's like
250,000
Nidhogg. I mean,
reviews.
I like Nidhogg.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
essentially
That's 8.
Yeah, it's essentially an 8-bit game with side scrolling where
You get
competitively, but that's more for, like I said, group gaming in my opinion.
What's that one? It's like a hashtag. They turn this game into a hashtag, and it's like almost like a soccer type game. Oh,
Rocket League?
son of a bitch! It's Xbox One game. It's like one of those indie games, and it started out. This guy just like put this tweet up, and then people start getting excited about it, and then I think he got it on a Kickstarter, and he got funded to develop it. It's like IPD something. You ever heard of this? It's like you just like score goals against each other. I sound like a
So, like-
friggin' idiot right now.
So like
but-
soccer.
well, then
but
you
it's
sound
8
just like
bit,
us.
you know,
then.
it's like 8 or 16 bit. Well, you get to make your own like characters. You can like design, like Mario Paint back in the day.
Mhm.
You could like make your own thing with the grid. Paint it in. You could
Unlike
like make
FIFA.
yourself like a fucking ham sandwich or the Star of David or some shit. Those two things aren't.
That's an interesting
mutually
Yeah, where did
exclusive.
you
Yeah.
get?
You're
You know,
religious and
that's
hungry
where,
all at
I'm
the
trying
same
to just
time.
include everyone.
All right.
You could be whatever. You could make whatever character and play it. Look this shit up, man. We got to know what this is right now.
I'm gonna look.
In the meantime,
I'm gonna try it.
I broke it down between PS4, Xbox, and PC. So anyone want to? I'll test you guys on the PS4 because you guys are more into that. So what do you think the PS4 the top 5 was?
For the top 5. for
They still
PS4.
make games for the PS4.
Yeah,
Wow.
Really,
one or two.
I didn't know that.
really like.
You have to get 'em
who
imported,
outsold
though,
the-
right, from Japan?
Who won console of the year past year?
No one.
PlayStation 4.
You know, I read
They
that
sold
today.
more, but they didn't win any
They-
console of the year.
What was that? That like Microsoft sold like 99 or 99 units of Xbox Ones this month so far, and like that's it.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Compared to like the
Oh, in Japan, yeah. their numbers in Japan are ridiculous. We sell more, they said, in 2 weeks than Japan has sold in like a year.
well, that's because Japan is more loyal to the PlayStation.
Yeah.
It's been around way too long,
And Americans, they don't care. They'll buy PS4 even though they're commies.
And like the machine where you buy the PS4 is next to the one that has the used panties in it, where you would indefinitely find Joe Tilton
Yeah.
dressed up in a blue wig, buying used up panties and playing his PS4.
I don't know what we're talking about.
I have no idea.
We're talking about reality.
Right.
That's all he-
But the visual, I just wanted to, I got a brain bleach.
This is exactly your negotiation tactics with me earlier. Is trying to get on the show just so you can make fun
The
of Full
only
Tilt.
reason I wanted to be on this show was to just berate Joseph Tilton the whole time.
It's too
And
easy,
I'm like,
though.
you fucking robbed me of this, and now I had to
It's
talk
like
about
t-ball,
some
man. You hit the
sappy
ball there, you
shit
whack
about me
at it.
growing up with video games. No one gives a shit. I just, they want
I
the
gave a
real
shit.
deal. Just me and Tilton going head to head on it. But
I already
too
did
bad.
that this morning 10 times. Before
You're
you
such
probably
an
walked
easy
in the
target.
door.
I feel like
I'm an easy
kicking
target.
a wounded dog. I can't
Oh.
come at you with nothing.
Wow.
Hard
This guy
times.
over here, he's on every
Hard
single
times.
fucking podcast in the whole building.
I can't help it.
He's like, okay,
Why is that, by the way?
It's
'Cause
not. I'm not in
He's
everyone.
the only guy that knows how to run the equipment, so he's just
That's
he's
very
like,
true.
well, if I'm gonna sit here, I might as well just get a microphone in on it.
It's true.
That's
It's true.
So, anyways, panties. And
Now you're
Joe-
talking my kind of podcast.
and
Yeah,
Joe
you need to go
Tilt.
to Japan then.
Okay, so best Japanese games on the communist PS4. Go.
I'm actually going to skip that because we're running late. I'm going to go to the opposite side of the spectrum, and I'll just, for a quick minute, anyone can name the worst 10 games of 2015 per Metacritic. Anyone. Just,
Well, obviously, Arkham Knight's on that list.
no, that's it. They were like, it was like 81 or 82 or
Bad
something like
games, huh?
Mortal Kombat.
that. Nope.
Okay, it was a good game, man.
I don't play games enough for it to matter. I don't know.
I don't
Right.
even think we played the
And
worst games
I
ever.
know most of these games because a lot of the YouTube channels I watch, they play these games and make fun of them. So I know of these games. So, all right, the worst game of 2015 is Alone in the Dark: Illumination.
What the hell is that?
It got a 19 out of 100.
Probably about as many people that played it.
Exactly. Well, no. This is at least 10,000 reviews.
I know. I'm just
So
teasing.
that's sad though. 10,000 people had to endure that. Afro Samurai 2: Revenge of the Kuma. I have no idea, but that
I
got
played
a
the demo for
21.
I played the demo for that. That was a bad game.
Now this is a game that I thought was going to be really good. Raven's Cry.
Ah.
That was a pirate game, and the graphic, like they had their, the cinematic trailer, and I'm like, hey, that doesn't look half bad. But that was the cutscenes, and even the cutscenes, it's really like the mouth is off with the sound, and their eyes start to go derpy. It's actually hilarious to play. But that got a 27.
Well, that's what happens when you leave Porsche in charge of a video game.
Tony Hawk 5. I mean,
Wow.
that was no shocker. Everyone knew that game
No.
sucked.
It's been sucking since Tony Hawk 2.
I don't know. There's so many jokes that came through my head there. I couldn't spit anything out. Gianna Sisters, Dream Runners. Don't know. 32. Zombier. I've actually watched that game. It is horrible. That was a 32.
Zombier.
And then here's a game that Kaiba knows very well. Near and dear to his heart. Do you remember a while back you mentioned that game being just so terrible?
Yeah.
What was it?
I can't remember the name of it, but I remember we're talking about it.
Godzilla.
Oh.
Godzilla made the list. 38.
Golly.
Another one called Project Root. I don't know what that is. 38. Inca, E-N-K-I, got a 43. Tilton would love that because it's quirky and I think it's kind of anime and there's probably girls' panties somewhere in there too.
You got
Then-
my attention.
Then this one, I'm really curious. Funk of Titans.
What?
Funk of Titans. I have no idea what it is, but it was a 43. Devil's Third was a 43. And then I think everyone's heard of this game, Hatred.
I've heard of it. Now,
Maybe.
Controversial wise, not
Yeah.
like because it was and you're like you go on a shooting spree and shit like that, and like the Columbine type of thing, and they try to promote it that way. They got a 43 as well. So that was the bottom, the cesspool of the video games of 2015.
I'm gonna say I definitely remember that Metacritic rated a couple games even worse than 19. I think there is even a game on Metacritic that actually got a 1.
I actually, because when I went to flip the list, it had it in there, but I wanted it just for 2015.
And the only reason it got a 1 is because they had to give it something.
Right, it had to have something. So the real quick question for everyone is, what was the worst game you played in 2015?
Yeah, I don't know.
I never heard of that.
Worst game I played? I don't really play, I don't go out and actively say I'm going to go play bad games.
No?
No.
They're actually pretty fun.
I think I actually didn't really like Bloodborne that much.
All right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Woo.
There you go.
Bloodborne.
I didn't like
Suck
Bloodborne.
it. What about you there, Kaiba?
Godzilla, man.
I gotcha. I'm sorry, I cut off Nick.
No, I was just going to say, I thought The Order was way better than Bloodborne.
And The Order did not get good reviews, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely... They were trying to achieve something new in video gaming, and it kind of fell flat.
Well, it was a movie. It wasn't a game.
Yeah.
And all you did is watch.
That's the whole point. Was they were trying to merge both genres together to make an amazing video game, and it fell flat on its face.
I like that. I thought I like a good story in a game that's like that. So
And it's great graphics, so no denying the graphics. What about you, Kaiba?
Well, it's definitely Godzilla.
Godzilla, really? You're going to stick with the Godzilla?
Dude, it sucked major balls. I mean, I'm sorry, but a city bus can make a 3-point turn faster than he can turn 90 degrees.
For me, it was Frozen, Disney's Frozen.
What the hell were you doing playing Frozen,
You
man?
know, just sometimes you get in the zone when you're in the app store, and just things get a little weird, and you end up with the karaoke version of Frozen. You just sing and let it go, and that's
You
something I
sang
think
Let
that
It
we
Go.
could all learn from. Is sometimes you just gotta let it go,
it's true.
let it go.
You are correct.
That's not a good
sir.
saying right now because I get a little gas. Mine would have to be that one review I did, that one weird game that I reviewed with the anime, and you go around killing girls and stuff like that.
Yandir?
Yeah, and Tilton was like drooling over it. So
Yeah, because didn't you actually get to take a bath with your sister at the end of that one?
no, that was Tilton, not me. I would have threw my computer across the room.
Oh, yeah. And just for conversation's sake, totally off topic, IDARB. That's that one that I was talking about. Is that jogging anybody's memory?
No.
IDARB. It's like a hashtag, yeah. And I think you can fuck people up playing through Twitter somehow into the game. So like if two teams are competing, if you hashtag a certain word at them while they're playing, I think you can make shit happen in their match while it's going.
That's fucking awesome.
It's
I
crazy.
know that sounds really
So,
interesting.
Yeah, I haven't played it, but I read a lot about it, and I watched some videos, and there's a whole community about this IDARB, and it's not that the developer is they developed a game that's it's fun. It's kind of like a new way of thinking about gaming and building communities around games, which that's the stuff that I'm fascinated by.
And it's bringing something else in,
Yeah.
like social media to affect something that's...
Yeah.
Watch Dogs kind of did it in a way where you can log onto your phone and do
you
certain
could be
things to
hacking
people.
players as they're playing their game.
Yeah, but it
and
wasn't as
stealing money from
diverse as putting out a hashtag and fucking somebody up.
Now,
during the
if
middle of
I'm
a game.
wrong about it, though, then somebody should do that. And if they didn't, I'm going to patent that idea and copyright it right now. And you heard it first.
Give the date and time.
Okay, care of what's the name of this podcast? I don't even know what it
The
is.
Second Review.
Okay, it's kind of a big deal. We just came up with that.
It's actually
If it
called
wasn't
the second
already,
dirty panty.
if it wasn't already thought of, we thought of it here.
Yes.
You heard it first. That's
What the
and that's
Yeah,
why
that's the truth.
Did you happen to just walk outside and just smoke a shit ton of pot before you walked in here today?
Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
My God, you're all over the wall. All right, I'm going to get into this
Free
review real
Romania.
quick because I know we're going to be running low on time. So, one game that was near and dear to my heart that I've been watching for a long time was Rebel Galaxy.
No one cares. I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, this will be the first and only time you'll ever see Porsche on this podcast.
Trying to spice it up.
That's- I got nothing. No, I just because this is a game I've been watching and it looked just amazing, and I was really happy to actually see it. And it was actually the podcast that we did, and I feel really bad that when the top 10 games of 2016 were most anticipated for. This actually released that Tuesday, so obviously it had to be stricken from the record. But for this, obviously with every review we ever do, story, gameplay, and graphics. I'm going to take a little bit of leeway with the graphics portion of this, because it is a $20 video game. So you're going to be kind of getting not much for it, but...
I just want to... Is this just for PS4? Is this all...
No, it was originally out for PC last October, 2015, and then it just released for Xbox One and PS4 2 weeks ago.
But I'm saying you look at something like the style of those games, the Walking Dead games, and for $20 for a couple episodes, I think that's like tight butthole. The way those games look.
Well, no, and I'm saying...
So for don't say just because it's a $20 game, you can't expect much. But anyways,
he's kind of graded on like
digress.
the horse. If he
Yeah.
gets the $20 whore, it's kind of a roll of the dice, and he might have to go to the doctor afterwards.
No,
But
you...
if he gets a $50 one. I mean, that's some premium
Yeah,
stuff.
you're
That's
getting-
like lingerie and thongs and stuff like that.
How much more for butt stuff? What are we talking about?
120, man. 120.
Whatever.
No, anyways.
Continue, please.
Yeah, thanks. But for the story of this game, it's pretty interesting, and I mean it does a lot of times in games. Basically, you're looking for a lost relative. You're getting this weird broadcast from her, basically saying, "Hey, meet me in the basically the back ass of the galaxy, which is where you go, where nothing more than basically pirates, thugs, and mercenaries reside." So, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm rubbing her ass.
Okay, just making sure.
Getting
One
into
way.
the back
We were
ass.
talking about butt stuff, and you started getting into ass back, and then
I don't know what I do anymore. So basically, for the story, the whole main story of this game, you're actually looking for your missing aunt. Her name is Aunt Juno. And she's actually regarded in the galaxy as kind of like that one person to kind of watch. Or mostly like all the thugs and all the pirates, she has something they want. And the military police are actually trying to actively find her to put her in like witness protection so that these guys can't get a hold of what she has. But while you're doing this, you're basically kind of flying around the galaxy freebirding it. You can visit...
Freebird?
Freebirding.
That's a long-ass song.
I know it is, and I hate that song.
70s butt rock.
It was 70... God, with the butts. Anyways, so as you're progressing
into
through
it.
the story...
Just keep going. Keep it
As you're
going.
progressing
Y'all
through
eat
this...
ass?
What the... I'm going to kill you.
Well, you're saying the back ass of the galaxy, too,
You're
so
going
I
to the
don't
back
want to
ass
hear
of the
that,
galaxy.
man.
That's how I've worded it. In order, in the back, they call it the backwater of the galaxy.
Okay.
But as you're progressing through the main storyline, you're actually, going to different space stations. You can pick up, missions from different guilds. There's actually a merchants and a mercenary guild that you can join up for the sum of 10,000 credits each, which is actually very cheap as you progress through the game. Or you can actually pick up missions from less reputable stations, where basically one of the 3 thug kind of factions resides, and you can do anything from slave trading, running military blockades, and actually assassinating specific military cruisers that are floating around in a specific area of space so that they can trade through there. And also you can also pick up distress beacons and actually mystery beacons, which will actually let you hack into an actual transponder satellite, which will actually send you to another spot of a galaxy where there's nice lucrative loot to be found, or actually a bounty. As sometimes they'll actually give you a list of bounty names in that known area of space. So if you feel like going in headhunting people, you can go out there and try and nuke these guys for a good, $40,000-$50,000 payday. So as you keep progressing the story, and I know one thing that we usually run into a lot there, Zippo, and maybe Silky Smooth too, is a little bit of, stagnant stories. Where the game starts to stall out. Well, the nice thing about this, for the amount of side quests and miscellaneous things you can do in this game, it does keep it fresh all the time. Because you're never going to run into the same thing twice.
Is this almost more an RPG than action?
No, actually, it doesn't. It doesn't border anything on RPG. There is no leveling up systems.
Oh, okay.
Basically, all you do is as you progress through the galaxy, there's about 12 known galaxies you can go to in this game. As you progress through that, technology gets a little bit better, weapons get stronger, shields get better, ships get bigger. The biggest ship actually in the game is called the Blackgate. And if you want to think of it, it's like, if you want to put it in perspective, go stand next to a city bus. That's basically the size comparison between the ship you get to start off with and the size of the Blackgate.
Is there a white gate?
There is no white gate.
That sounds
Freaking
racist. Up high.
Wow. Anyways, so for that, I'm going to give the story of this game an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
I think it has a lot of potential for expansiveness and maybe pushing into maybe some DLC. But as it stands, it's one of the greatest, stories that get to start off and actually progress through as you learn more about the secrets of this backwater universe.
Now, did you want to give us a hint on this Aunt Tilda or whatever her name was?
Aunt Juno?
Yeah, what did she have? Is it
Aunt-
an item? Is it something
Yes.
that she is?
She
or-
found an artifact
Okay.
that basically is...
Was it in her email box at juno.com? By any chance?
Yes, it was an attachment.
Hmm.
No, actually, she found this while salvaging a ship in the outer rim of the galaxy. And
Was it a job she was doing? I'm just asking. Was it a job?
she was
rotary?
freelancing.
I can't. Oh, God.
That's the theme of the show, so
Silky
we're going to name
Smooth
this
is
episode.
not impressed. I think he's just on his own.
He's so used to us by now. Before
Yeah.
he was kind of in shock. Now he's just like, whatever.
Yeah, it's good. It's good times.
Anyways, may I move on here, Porsche?
Yes.
Can I move on a little bit
Do
here?
it,
Can I
do
move on
you,
from my
man,
show?
just do you, yeah,
All
Well, it's
right.
actually my show now. We're gonna get to that topic next, but let's keep it moving here. We got
Okay.
a couple minutes. Let's wrap it
Last
up.
time I said this is not a democracy. Anyways, but for gameplay, a lot of things with like these, I want to say cheap games, but these less expensive video games, you're running into a lot of issues with gameplay, game mechanics, controlling the camera movement, stuff like that. This game actually did a very nice job of it. Everything from basically moving around to controlling the camera during a battle is actually very smooth. Probably, I would have to say this is probably one of the smoothest control schemes in any game I've almost ever played. I mean, this rivals, premier games like Call of Duty, Battlefront, Fallout. Sorry.
Bullshit.
Well, no, when you're traveling from galaxy to galaxy, are you actually in like a ship and you can
Yes.
control it, or do they just say, okay, now you're here? And
Well, here's how. That's the nice thing about this is basically with the first galaxy you start off with, every ship does have a warp drive, and that lets you move throughout the known space that you're in. But when you're ready to move out to a new galaxy, there's actually you have to buy what's called a jump gate drive, and then there's all these little portals that are in each galaxy, and basically all you do is you walk up to them and it basically warps you to the next zone.
Okay.
Are you good with that?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I almost
Porsche.
fell asleep during this whole thing, but
Ladies and gentlemen, the last time you overhear Porsche. But one of the nice things is that while you're moving the camera around during the battle scenes, you have actually what are called broadside cannons. And would you like to answer what a broadside cannon is?
it's sexist.
Not sexist. But actually, when you're not in the broadside mode, basically you can switch to your turrets and use them as either auto or manual targeting. And actually, what the nice thing is about this game is that when you forget about it after a battle, because these battles, you can get into 20, 30 ship battles. What the nice thing is that if you forget to go back into broadside mode, which is kind of like your more free camera mode, it'll actually pop up a warning to you telling you to go back. If you want better control over your ship, go back to broadside cannons. So that's actually a really nice thing. And, with the introduction of, something like that, basically a stupid mode. Gameplay, I'm giving it 8.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Mm.
16.5. Okay.
All right. Would you like to hear about the graphics?
I would absolutely, with bated breath.
Your baited I like that word. Thank you. All right. And I mean, I go back to it, you think of like a $20 game that you buy on, basically from like Steam or, app stores or wherever. You're kind of coming in a little bit reserved with how the graphics are. And I'm actually very surprised by this. The team did a phenomenal job, and to give shout out, Double Damage did this game. They did a beautiful job, and I mean, from the stars to weapon effects, and even down to retro thrusters. It's just a perfect, authentic sci-fi look. And, that's pretty much all I can say about that, because I want to leave it to any gamer out there to play this just to...
I have a link to at least a trailer so people can see what it looks like.
Yeah, we'll put a link on Facebook so everybody can take a look at the trailer for this one. My one biggest issue, though, is there are some instances where you are flying through an asteroid debris field or ice field, and sometimes the littler objects, the little asteroids, will actually phase right through your ship. So a couple little issues right there with the way the weight system of the game works.
Mm-hmm.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
You good?
Collision systems. Yeah,
Collision system. There you
right.
go. Thank you. Another 8.5 out of 10. I think
Ooh.
I think they
Yeah.
can do a little bit of a better job. They can kind of bring that in with a patch or two, kind of fix that up a little bit, so at least, when these little tiny pieces of meteorite or debris are flying at your ship, they'll actually either pass over, under, or just bounce clean off your ship. You good with that?
Yeah, you done? Is that it?
I'm totally
Are we
done. I'm totally done.
Okay. Well, you know what? I just wanted to thank everybody and all my fans out there.
Well, he's got to
on
go.
my what?
Yeah, he's got
He's got to do the news.
We're done. We're done
We're
with
not
the
done.
news.
You're
The
done.
news. The news.
You're
Go
done.
on Facebook and read it.
Get her
That's your
done.
news.
All right, Silky.
I
Give me
really
some
look
news,
forward
baby.
to the
Some
Silky
quick,
Yeah,
some quick
smooth.
news before we get the hell out of here. There are a couple ways you can get the free DLC for The Division. That's the new game that Ubisoft is giving away. The DLC, inspired by the game, just announced live-action digital series Agent Origins. So this video series follows the story of 4 Division agents, around 4 characters: paramedic, firefighter, police, and hunter. To claim the free content, head to said website, and then you redeem the code with Agent Origins. So there you go.
Sweet.
A couple other ways. Full release is now scheduled for March 8th across the platforms.
Nice. It is the Destiny, the not future Destiny. That's what they're calling it, because it's very similar to the way Destiny is doing their stuff.
True.
I heard it's gonna be dope.
It's Tom Clancy, man.
True.
You know it.
He's dead, isn't he?
Earlier
No.
today, there was a
Oh,
look
okay.
at the Elder Scrolls Online Thieves Guild.
Woohoo!
Now they're going to be doing a new DLC pack. They announced on their site for Bethesda that the Thieves Guild will have players exploring a new zone, embarking on new quests, and performing criminal activities. You can see...
Whoring.
Yeah, check out the site and you'll find it for there. If you don't subscribe to ESO Plus, I believe, let's see here, blah blah blah. It was free with the subscription, but if not, I think it's $25. So there you go.
Bullshit.
For people that play that shitty Xbox One game, there's an Elite controller back in stock at some stores.
I want that. It's on back order on Amazon too. Sorry to interrupt, but I got it. I'm ordering it.
Why don't you shut your dirty fucking whore mouth?
Okay, enough with the whore mouth.
I don't think anybody should be spending that amount of money on a game.
$150 for the controllers back in stock at Best Buy, GameStop, and the Amazon page says the pad will be available to order January 23rd. The controller remains sold out at Microsoft Store. So if you're interested, you may want to act now because they'll sell out in a flash.
Have you ever seen like what it did? It's amazing. It's the best game controller ever.
Does
Better be
it
for
play
fun.
with your penis while you're playing the game?
Yes, if you angle the thing right on your balls and you hit it and it vibrates, it's great. It's a wonderful
Sounds
feeling.
great. And last but not least, Nintendo NX survey leaked online. People are freaking out over the 900p resolution. There has been scant details about the Nintendo NX, the next console from the company, but its lead up to the E3 conference in June. More and more rumors are likely to leak. A market survey was leaked on NeoGAF, referring to the NX as a console as well as a handheld device, which noted that its writers have spoken to individuals who responded to the survey and can verify that it does exist. However, it's noted that the survey might just be smokescreen to gauge responses about the NX potential specifications.
Well, if you know anything about the NX is built to not necessarily be a standalone. It can have better graphics, better gameplay, smoother gameplay when it connects to other NXs. So if there's somebody who has it connected to the internet and not doing anything, it draws that to them. Yes, you got to look up the specs. It's
It
wackadoo.
draws
Yep.
the performance from
Yep.
someone else's NX console.
Yep. To help generate pixels and stuff like that. Like that's where the 900p is coming in. If you don't have it connected to the internet and you're just freeballing it without it, it's going to be the max you can do is 900p.
60 frames per
That's
second.
if you're lingering, if you're around that outer rim that Kevin was talking about, right?
Wow.
Okay, making sure.
If you lick it.
You need mouthwash afterwards.
yeah.
Yes.
Good times. So, yeah, that's the news for you, bitches.
Thank you, Nick.
Awesome. All right, everybody.
I want to
dirty
congratulate you guys on the best episode of the second review, now the third review with Chris Ferarri
The
and
third
Company,
review.
which is the new name of the podcast.
Really?
This
The
is
Company.
mine. I took it over. And yeah,
It's so good
you're
that I
all welcome.
filed all the paperwork needed to keep it mine.
You know, to my listeners, you're welcome. And I hope to see you soon out there in the outer
Is it-
rim.
It's a real great send-off, Chris.
Is that the best you got? That's fucking
Yeah,
horrible.
I mean,
It's like Johnny Fever from WKRP.
Yeah.
pull my pants
Just-
down, but you know, I don't want anybody getting too excited.
Yeah. Nope, not me.
I need
How about-
sunglasses for that.
Let's wrap that up. Let's wrap
How
it
about
all
this?
up.
That's what she said.
All right, everybody. We're Self Kaiba. Over there, Jay Simple in the corner.
Say yep.
Silky Smooth.
Keep it classy.
The one and only appearance of the Porsche.
Chris Ferrari. Stick 'em. Ha, 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 stick 'em.
Wow.
So gay.
Guys, you can
So
find us
gay.
on Facebook, facebook.com/the second review. Search for us on Google Plus and on YouTube. Also, look for Jay Zippo Be Rude.
BERUUD or search JZippo on YouTube.
Yo, I'm not on Twitter or YouTube or Instagram, so don't even bother looking for me because I ain't there.
Nobody's going to look for you anyways. Ladies and
Ferrari
gentlemen,
out.
thank you all. Catch you on the flip side.